Hello everyone, welcome back here to the channel. My name's Scott. Today, what I want to focus on is very important. Well, pretty important. I'll put it that way. Okay. Now I'm just going to give you some sentences here, and they're going to be up here as well, so you can see them. So, try to stop and try stopping. Stop to try and stop trying. Now, use the same two verbs. I just reversed them in ways. And I want to focus on the differences, the big differences we have when we use stop to do something, try to do something, and stop plus an ing form of the following word. So let me get to the first one I want to do is I'm going to use the verb stop. Okay, now, for example, stop talking and stop to talk. Now, other than the sentence structure, what's the difference in these ideas and these words and this meaning here? So let me explain. This is vital. So if I say stop plus the ing form, what I mean is to quit doing that activity, whatever you're doing. So stop talking means that you're talking now and stop that. Try to stay quiet. So stop talking. Now stop to talk, stop and then to talk with the infinitive in there with the to plus infinitive. That's a whole different ball game here. So that means what you're doing, you stop that in order to talk to someone or talk to somebody on the telephone. That's the idea. You're stopping one activity to do a different activity. This activity is to talk. So stop to talk. Let me give you some examples. So the teacher may say to the students, stop talking in class. The students are talking and to cease that activity. So stop talking. Now, I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a friend I hadn't seen in maybe 3-4 years. So we stopped my walking in this case to talk with my friend and catch up on things. We hadn't caught up in a while. It was good to talk to him. So I stopped walking to talk with my friend. So stop to talk in that regard. Another good example would be the habit of smoking. So maybe doctors advise you to stop smoking. You're a smoker and stop that. And stop to smoke. Maybe you're working on your computer and you want to take a break and stop that to have a cigarette. Now, I don't condone that activity, but it makes a good example in English sentences. Okay? So that's stop, ing form, and stop to, and the infinitive. Now, I want to do with try. It's the same way as with try. So try eating and try to eat. And the difference is the same idea with my stop doing something and stop to do something. So with this case though, with try eating. Now try eating is, maybe it's your first time, you had never eaten it before. So in that case, it's the first time you're trying this, so you try eating something. So for example, when I came to Japan, in the beginning, there were many kinds of foods I had never eaten before. So I tried eating sushi, or I tried eating eel. And that means not an experiment in a sense, but for me it's brand new. Whereas in Japan it's quite common, but for me it was not as common. So I tried eating many kinds of foods when I came to Japan in the beginning. And luckily I love almost everything. Now if I say try to, that idea means, like if I say try to eat, the end result was not successful. So try to eat something. I tried to eat it, but I really didn't like that and I couldn't finish it. I tried to eat it, but in the end, I couldn't. I don't want to say I threw it away, but maybe I passed it on to a friend and he finished it for me. So try eating, well, for the first time, it's something new for you. And try to eat, in that regard, you tried, I tried again, but you couldn't do it, and in the end, you couldn't eat it. Okay, that's the idea of try to. So try eating and try to eat. And stop plus ing in the following word, and stop to do something else. Those are the differences when you have that gerund or using the infinitive. There's a big difference. The meaning obviously changes. I'm going to throw one more in here as well on remember. Now you can also do the same pattern with remember. Now remember plus the ing form, you think back to something that you did do. You had done it. So I remember putting that book away. So it should be where I put it last. I remember putting that book away. I have that memory. So remember plus the ing form. So I remember talking to him before. Where was it? I can't recall that much, but I remember talking to him somewhere. Now, if I use remember and plus the to, and remember to, that means I have to do this in the future. So I have to remember to mail this letter once I'm finished shooting this video. It's an imaginary letter. So remember to do something which would be in the future. And remember plus the ing form would be something in the past. So I remember meeting you somewhere before. Where was it? Maybe it was a different video. And I have to remember to speak clearly and also good pronunciation so you understand everything I say. That's what I'm striving for. Okay, everybody, let me just recap it one more time. So stop talking or stop using my smartphone to watch this video and stop doing something to watch this video. So stop using something and stop to watch this video. And also try drinking. So when I came to Japan, I also tried drinking sake for the first time. I like it. I don't drink too much, but I like it. And I tried to drink something that, not necessarily that I liked. For example, like Aojiter. I tried to drink it. I couldn't do it. So that was not successful. And I remember talking to her before, and I must remember to talk to her again once the class is finished. Okay, everybody? Hope you got the ideas okay with our usage here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Would you please subscribe if you haven't already? And would you also make a comment? We hope to get some comments because, I love to answer these comments if you have any questions. And until then, everybody, thanks again for watching. Thanks very much for being here. We'll see you all again soon. Keep up the great work.